On today's show, summer is here. Time to bring the outdoors in, creating cool indoor spaces while heating up the value of your home. Ready to buy your dream house? Mortgages and refinancing made easy. Now that you've got your fabulous new place, we'll show you how to customize it with solar panels. Plus, here comes the sun. Personalized sunrooms that fit your lifestyle, literally from the ground up. And speaking of grounds, above-ground pools are a great option to cool off when the mercury rises. New places to tile and white hot. How to upgrade your bathroom and more with white marble stone, doubling up the tips from our tile pros. A portion of today's Designing Spaces is brought to you by the Tile Shop.
Jessica and Jason were living in a 3-bedroom home with their 4 kids and a dog. After renting for 4 years, they knew it was time to move again. But this time, they wanted a home of their own.
We wanted a more solid foundation. We are a growing family. We have a 4th child that was coming, and we wanted something more permanent, so we decided to buy our home.
Once they found the home of their dreams, Jessica and Jason started to search for the perfect mortgage.
We've had 2 mortgages in the past, and it took a really long time, and we just expected that this time around as well.
Glenn Costa is a specialist in home loans and refinancing, and he understands the importance of getting a mortgage approved quickly.
When a borrower is looking for a mortgage, they know exactly what they want. They're looking for a lender that's going to provide the explanation and get it done for them.
Jessica and Jason went with Cash Call Mortgage, a company that specializes in low-interest mortgage loans and home refinancing for borrowers with good credit.
I was extremely surprised with our process this time around. It was less than 30 days, and my husband called me and said, "Hey, we got the house." And I was like, "Wow, we got the house that quick." So it was a nice surprise.
The loan process these days is very quick. Technology helps reduce the cost and the speed to approval of the process these days. You're able to start a process and finish it within 3 weeks, get approval within minutes online. It's very simple.
We filled out our application online. An agent called us back and basically explained the whole process to us, and it was a real simple process that we went through.
A lot of people hoping to own a home are reluctant to try because there's still so much confusion about who can qualify for a home mortgage.
The biggest misconception to consumers is that mortgages are intrusive. You have to have a lot of money in the bank, you have to have a great credit score, guidelines are very strict, and you have to show your entire financial life in order to qualify. Very untrue. Qualification and guidelines are not as strict as most believe, and to qualify, you could show very few documents. Just need to work with the right company.
Glenn also believes that the lending process shouldn't be complicated or confusing.
Consumers' main concern in a mortgage or refinance are high interest rates, bad customer service, long turn times to finish loans. It shouldn't be that hard. You can definitely get these things done very, very quickly and understand the process. It's not as difficult as it used to be.
This time around for our mortgage experience, it was all about comfort. We were comfortable from the beginning to the end, and that's all that mattered to us, is us getting that comfort level and having it an easy process to go through.
People have choices. It's very easy to find a company to quote you a rate and offer you a refinance or a mortgage. It's very hard to find a company to fulfill that these days. Be wary of upfront costs and leave the onus on the company to provide everything for you before you commit. You should feel comfortable with who you're working with.
Current mortgage rates are still at historic lows, giving home buyers another advantage.
Now is a great time to take advantage of the mortgage market. Rates are at near all-time lows, and you never know until you're pre-approved what you qualify for.
Excited about the rate we got. My husband and I were looking online at all the different rates, and I'll tell you, we got the best rate. We got the best rate you can ask for.
Low interest rates means it's a perfect time to refinance your home, too.
Consumers are refinancing for a number of reasons these days. Cash out, debt consolidation, home improvement. With rates as low as they are and as easy as it is online, there's no reason not to try and jump in the pool.
Whether you're looking for a refinancing loan or a home mortgage, securing it may be easier and more affordable than you think.
I absolutely love our new home. My husband tells me this is going to be our forever home. This is our home for our children, and I don't ever want to move. I don't ever want to buy another house, so I'm very happy.
To find out more about low-interest mortgages and refinancing loans, go to cashcallmortgage.com/DSTV. For more information or to view this story again, visit designingspaces.tv.
Welcome to the Tile Shop's Tips from the Pro series. I'm Mary. Whether you've just moved into your home or you've been there for 10 years, consider tiling a new space to make your home uniquely yours. I'm excited to share a few spaces that are perfect for natural stone or tile. Entryways, mudrooms, these are the most practical candidates for an easy transformation. Tile can handle the traffic of busy family, and it's easy to clean. Tiling coved or flat ceilings with an unexpected material creates a very sophisticated look. We love using stainless steel on ceilings. It's a great solution if you need more light in a room. Covering an entire wall with a natural stone or a faux wood creates an instant statement as well as instant equity. When our customers use architectural tiles on their fireplaces, we provide corner pieces ensuring that any look will be flawless. Creating a tile frame mirror immediately adds a custom high-end look to any room. Adding a decorative backsplash and a floor to a laundry room not only adds beauty, it's practical. The best way to protect your investment is to install tile anywhere you run the risk of leaking water. Outdoor areas are always popular to resurface because they extend your living square footage as well as make them more enjoyable. Our customers love to use glass mosaics in their swimming pools, use stacked stones in outdoor kitchens, and travertine in their outdoor showers. For more information on installation and tips and tricks on how to enhance your home with beautiful tile, visit us at tileshop.com, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Choosing clean energy is top of mind these days, from the largest corporations down to the individual homeowner. Over the past few years, the cost of a solar energy system has dropped dramatically to well below current utility rates, helping to give more American families and businesses access to affordable, clean energy.
Once you find out that the energy to power your home comes from literally burning coal, you gotta ask yourself, there's gotta be a better way.
Luckily, there is. The sun. Starting day one with your solar system, you'll save money, produce clean energy, and even increase the value of your home.
But the average homeowner has been put off by the panel's aesthetics. If you pay to have a beautiful roof, why ruin the look with panels that can be an eyesore?
We found that people really like to customize their home. Up until now, though, solar panels have been stuck in the last century. Much like the 1915 Ford Model T, can get any color as long as it's black.
Sistine Solar, born out of MIT, is changing that with their new product, Solarskin. Solar panels meant to blend in. We're here on location in Hubbardston, Massachusetts, at a cedar log home built by Katahdin, who has been committed to green and sustainable practices for over 40 years. The homeowner loves his beautiful log home and wanted to maintain its rustic appeal. Using Solarskin, Sistine Solar designed custom solar panels, as you can see here.
We wanted to give the homeowner the choice to suit to their lifestyle, whether that is a log home with a green roof, a colonial with brown shingles, or a villa with clay tiles.
Or even a picture of Elvis, if that's what you want.
With Solarskin, the design possibilities are endless.
Say goodbye to those ugly solar panels and say hello to a new era of solar, because you shouldn't have to sacrifice style for sustainability. To learn more about solar energy and when Solarskin will become available, visit designingspaces.tv, where you can view this video again and find a link to Sistine Solar's website.
Outdoor living, it's a lifestyle choice many of us enjoy. So today on Designing Spaces, we have solutions for how to experience outdoor living year-round. And what better place to talk about that than in this beautiful home in the suburbs of St. Louis, Missouri. I'd like to introduce you to the homeowner, Karen, and Peggy Corey of Sunspace Sunrooms. Peggy, tell us a little bit about this space we're in right now.
Well, this is a Sunspace 3-season room with the WeatherMaster windows, which offers the ultimate in flexibility. So if it's beautiful outside like it is today, you can open up the window, enjoy the fresh breeze and the air. But if it's raining or snowy or get a really windy day, we can simply close up the window and enjoy the room about 9 months or more out of the year.
Well, this space is so beautiful. Karen, I can really see you spending a lot of time in here, relaxing or even entertaining. But tell us what motivated you to add a sunroom.
My brother had a sunroom and we really enjoyed it and thought we'd like to have one for our own home.
Now, Peggy, let's say some of our viewers are interested in adding a sunroom. What do they need to know?
Well, for example, with Karen, we were able to customize it. She wanted a nice cathedral ceiling. She wanted it to look like her home. She was able to choose how big she wanted her windows were, how the front is open in terms of the view. And ultimately, she can also put a heating or a cooling unit out here if she wants to increase the amount of usage on cold and extreme days.
Well, my favorite thing about this room is the view. It feels so open and airy.
We really like it too.
At Sunspace, we have many products to preserve the view, including glass railings. Also try and make it easy for the homeowner, so we provide maintenance-free products so they don't have to do a lot of cleaning or painting or staining.
It was so nice meeting the both of you, and I know you're gonna love spending time in this sunroom. But I hear that Sunspace has lots of other new and innovative products, so I'm gonna go say hi to Larry and find out more about that and let you ladies get back to decorating.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
How about these pillows over here?
I think that would look great. Put the candles right here.
Yeah, it looks good.
Larry, so many of our viewers are searching for ways to enjoy outdoor living, especially in places where it's cold most of the year. What are some other products we should know about?
Well, at Sunspace, we really like to say that we've got you covered from the ground up. We start with our prefabricated, pre-insulated floor system that's designed for a sunroom to be installed directly upon. We do manufacture an aluminum decking system that is watertight and maintenance-free. Of course, we have our railing systems, both in a picket and in a glass, and we now have the all-view railing that doesn't have a top or a bottom rail. It's just glass that spans between the posts. We do manufacture a full line of sunrooms, starting at a screen room and going all the way up through the WeatherMaster 3-season room to an all-season room as well. And we do offer them with an insulated roof system that is designed for structure, but also gives the benefit of insulation. We do manufacture an acrylic roof as well that is designed to let the light in but block the heat. And for those people that are really trying to control their heat, we manufacture a solar shade system that you still have your view, but it's designed to block the sun and the heat gain that comes through the windows.
And are most of these products available for renovations as well as new structures?
They are. In fact, the WeatherMaster window that we use in the WeatherMaster sunroom is basically our main staple for going into existing porches and enclosing them, turning a screen porch into a 3-season room, or enclosing underneath an existing deck.
Well, Larry, these designs are beautiful. Thanks so much for sharing them with us here on Designing Spaces.
Well, thank you for having me.
To see this portion of Designing Spaces again, visit designingspaces.tv.
The single-family home, the symbol of the American dream. Beautiful, comfortable, functional. For the most part, the rooms themselves serve as their own functionality. Even the most basic kitchen design, stove, sink, fridge, is functional, right? Not so with a backyard. And for many families, a dream backyard definitely includes a swimming pool.
Well, we always wanted to get a pool. You know, it's so hot especially during the summer. So we wanted to have the kids over and the pool, but
Right, but when we looked into the cost of an in-ground pool, it just wasn't in our budget.
But Designing Spaces has a solution for their backyard blues, one that's making many backyards and homeowners very excited.
A backyard pool doesn't have to be a $20,000 in-ground version. Actually, what I recommended for this family was an above-ground pool. It's easy to install, easy to maintain, and a fraction of the price.
Today's above-ground pools are stylish and affordable, and surprisingly sturdy. Industry leader Bestway has engineered the most durable above-ground pool available here in the U.S.
Some of the best advantages of above-ground pools versus in-ground pools is that they're inexpensive and they're really easy to set up. It takes them about 45 to 50 minutes to set up. You add in your water, put in some of the pool chemicals and conditioners that you can find at your local pool supply store. And one of the best things is that they're not permanent. You can take it down and store it when you're done using it. The Bestway Power Steel pool comes in a variety of sizes and some different shapes. What we use today for this homeowner is the 14-foot in diameter by 48 inches deep Power Steel pool that fits perfectly in the corner of their backyard. It has a nice mosaic print on the inside of the liner to resemble a traditional in-ground pool. It comes standard with a powerful filter that can filter the entire pool in just under 8 hours.
And why stop with a pool when you can have a pool and a spa?
So when she told us about the inflatable spa, I mean, that was the icing on the cake.
Along with the Bestway Power Steel pool, this homeowner also decided to choose the Paris Bestway Inflatable Spa. It can hold 4 to 6 people, inflates in just minutes, has an all-in-one heating, filtration, and bubble massage system, and also features a brand new LED light system so you can have lights in there to add to the ambiance. Bestway makes it as easy as possible for setup, and we include, along with the owner's manual, an instructional step-by-step DVD for both the Power Steel pool and Paris Spa.
Now, all this family needs are a few fun extras to complete their backyard pool makeover. And then it's time to officially kick off the summer.
More and more families are choosing above-ground pools because they're economical, they're easy to install, easy to maintain, and the best part is, if you move, you can take them with you. So guys, what do you think? Isn't this great?
Love it.
Awesome.
Right?
Love it.
And I was talking about the design. I think this pool design fits perfectly back here.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's a great solution.
Yeah, thank you.
And look at the size. You have the kids in here. You're
They
going
love
to get
it.
in shortly.
The kids love it, yeah.
To get
Awesome.
the neighbors back over here, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And it really doesn't take away from your backyard at all.
No, actually, it makes it look bigger.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Oh, I'm so happy that you guys like it. You're going to have many, many weekends of fun.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I think
we
it's
will.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yep. High five to that.
High five to that. Good job.
To find out more about outdoor above-ground pools, visit bestwaycorp.us. And to see this portion of the show featuring Bestway pools, go to designingspaces.tv and click on the Bestway Pools video.
Welcome to the Tile Shop's Tips from the Pro video series. I'm Mary. As with many remodeling projects, there are decisions that need to be made. I want to share the top reasons why tile should be at the top of your material selection for any project. Natural stone is timeless and it's been around for centuries, and it's going to continue to be around for centuries to come. Stone is built to last. It's not going to rot, it's not going to fade, and it's not going to go out of style. And stone won't depreciate like other materials you could choose. I especially like the Tile Shop's white marble Hampton Carrera collection. What makes this collection so unique is the skirting, the coordinating profiles, the edging, and the bull nose. All of the trim pieces are cut from and curated from the same stone as the floor and wall tiles, creating that perfect match. And it's the finishing pieces that create that magical look. The other secret about white marble is that it appeals to almost everyone. Women love white marble, and so do men. Tile can also be heated. Heated floors are easy to install. They cost as little as $5 per square foot, and they're not just for bathrooms. They're for any sunroom or lower level, anywhere where you may have children or pets. Tile is durable and it's easy to maintain. It's perfect for any high traffic area or areas that will get wet. It never needs to be refinished, it never fades, it never warps, and if it's installed correctly, it never needs to be replaced. And it doesn't scratch. And it doesn't chip. Tile can be beautiful with any budget. With over 4,000 products to choose from, getting the look you want is possible on any budget. My favorite tip, whether your room is large, it's small, it's contemporary or traditional, whether it's a bathroom, a kitchen, or an outdoor space, this oversized tile provides a marble look at the price of porcelain. For more information on installation and tips and tricks on how to enhance your home with beautiful tile, visit us at tileshop.com and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces. Making a space you can call home. Living the lifestyle you desire. It's what we're all about. We are Designing Spaces.